in this video, I just wanted to address some of the, more critical remarks of me and my channel recently, particularly with the closet tour video that I did, as well as the tea time on adulting. Both of those videos drew out a lot of critical responses from readers, so I wanted to address everything in this video. Let's start off with the closet tour video. So I have not shot my regular 10-item wardrobe fashion show video that I normally do for you, and that's because I really was trying to get everything ready before I left for my trip. And right now I'm in Portugal as I'm shooting this video. Now, I think actually this is the first time I've ever showed my wardrobe without me wearing the pieces. So the pieces were just hanging in the wardrobe. And for some reason, normally people are very polite on my channel, but I had so many comments, not so many, but I just, I had a good percentage of comments saying people were disappointed in me, they didn't like my choices, they thought that the clothes were cheap and that they weren't high quality, and I just got so much unsolicited criticism from that video. So I wanted to talk about that first. Okay, my theory is that, sometimes people have a hard time using their imaginations, and it's easier to just see, oh, I see how that works when somebody tries something on for you. So I think because I didn't do the fashion show and show you how the pieces wear, when they're hanging on the hangers, they do look, a bit sad. They don't look, like they do when someone wears them and styles them. So I think that was the first thing. But something that actually bothered me a bit was that many people were complaining about the fact that it was a low budget wardrobe. And most of the pieces were from Zulily. In fact, I think all of them were from Zulily. Zulily is an online store, and they do have good quality designer clothes, but at a heavily discounted rate. They don't accept returns, and they have new things popping up every day. So it's a kind of a unique website. Not for everybody, but I actually really like Zulily. And a lot of people were, really not liking Zulily. They were calling it fast fashion, cheap fashion, and things like that. So here's my response to that. When I say, a lot of people said, what happened to you? I thought that you were all about high quality and all of that stuff. So my response has always been the same, that quality versus quantity is very important. However, you need to buy the highest quality you can afford. Okay, the you can afford is a huge part of that. So, we can't all go out to the store and buy a Chanel suit, right? Because we all have different budgets. Some people can do that. And if they want to do that, then they should. Some people, most people, cannot afford to do that. What people can afford is on a scale. It's different for everybody. Now, this year I made some big announcements that our family has gone debt-free. Okay, we sold our home. We made major changes. We ended up buying our new home outright, so we don't have a mortgage. We have paid off our car. We don't have any debts, which is fantastic. However, because of that, and I shouldn't have to explain myself with this, but I'm going to because this ties into the whole debt-free series that I will be doing. Because of all of this, we are on a tight budget because we have chosen to invest our money in different ways now. So because of all of that, this year I had a very low budget to update the 10-item wardrobe. And that budget was about $250 for everything. So keeping that in mind, I purchased from Zulily clothes that were beautiful, in line with my aesthetic, fit my lifestyle as a stay-at-home mom, and fit my budget. This is really important. When you decide to go debt-free, all sorts of people will come out of the woodwork and tell you how they think you should spend your money. And you just have to disregard all of that because you know what your budget is, you know where your priorities lie, and this is just where we are right now. Now, if we have a season in life where we're doing, really well financially, then yes, I might purchase a dress that's a bit more pricey, a higher quality outfit maybe. But my, key thing is that you must purchase the best quality that you can afford. This is so important, something that people don't talk about. So I like to keep things really authentic on this blog, okay? And if I were to just continue to purchase clothes, like more expensive dresses from the more expensive brands that I have owned in the past, just to keep you happy, the reader or the viewer happy, it would not be authentic. And it would be totally for the wrong reasons, and it would be quite foolish because I would be going out of my budget. I'm showing you real life, what I do, okay? Sometimes my budget's bigger, sometimes it's less. I can tell you, before I had children, or when I only had one child, my budget was a lot bigger. Now it's a lot less. I'm prioritizing in different ways, and I am very happy with my wardrobe. I love it. This dress that I'm wearing, this what is it? This dress that I got from Zulily. I love this. I get so many compliments on this dress. It's like that red shirt from TJ Maxx. You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars on a dress in order for people to compliment you or to look good. And this is great quality too. I've been wearing it and washing it. So I love my wardrobe. I am happy with my choices. I am pleased that I stayed within budget. I had a very small budget this year and I stayed within it. Now, the reason why I actually had to purchase more was because of that odd cycle where I was in maternity clothes, and last fall I was half nursing, half couldn't fit into my clothes. I had ended up purging a lot of it. So I believe I kept 4 things from my previous 10-item wardrobes and have added 5 or 6. So I'll do the math in a special video later for you on that. But anyway, so that is my response to those critics. I had a few people say they didn't like my style anymore. They expected crisp shirts and blazers and everything. That I can't help you with. Again, I have to wear clothes that are authentic and true to my style. I am a stay-at-home mom, a work-at-home mom, a homeschooling mom, a traveling mom, and I need my clothes to reflect that. They need to be washable, wearable, okay if they get dirty. I always have a baby on me. So right now, a crisp collared white shirt, it's just not in my wardrobe. So I just wanted to address the critics from that video. And now let's discuss the adulting controversy. Oh my goodness, I knew that video would bring about different opinions, but I had no idea how angry people would get. So if you haven't already seen it, I did a tea time with Jennifer where I discussed the new word adulting, how people have turned the word adult into a verb to discuss adult responsibilities generally that you don't want to do. And the video largely got praised, and a lot of people really did agree with me. But there were so many people who took issue with it, and I think I know why. Many people misunderstood the message of that video. So I have to address the millennials because there seemed to be like a big mob of millennials really angry with me because they think that I said that only millennials are the ones having trouble adulting, which is not true. I say it succinctly in the video that millennials, Gen Xers, and even baby boomers are having trouble with adult responsibilities. So I do not blame it on just the millennials. And the other thing is that the millennials thought I said all millennials. So I had all of these millennials coming out of the woodwork saying, well, I do this and I do that and I adult and everything. So I just need to clear up the confusion. In the beginning of the video, I say, I believe that the millennial generation coined the term adulting. That's my belief. I just think so because it is a recent term. And I noticed that on social media, when people are using the hashtag adulting, they tend to be of the millennial age. Now listen, I am 1 year off the millennial. I'm practically a millennial, okay, basically. I'm like on the cusp of millennial and a Gen Xer. So I'm just saying that they have coined the term. I don't think a baby boomer came up with the term adulting. I really don't. Now, I could be wrong, but also I don't think that that's offensive. And number 2, I did not say that all millennials do. I don't know where that came from, and people are really angry at me for that, but I have to clear that up. I am saying that there's a whole bunch of people today, of all different ages who are struggling with adult responsibilities. And yes, there are many reasons for that. And there are more serious reasons like economic implications, as people have pointed out. And there are also other reasons that I think are quite valid, like too much entertainment, okay? Too much choice in that area is way too much media. All of that. I won't go back into it, but you can watch my video to see what I think about that. Those are my theories on why we are having trouble adulting. Do I have trouble with my adult responsibilities? Yes, every single day I don't feel like doing something as well. So I am not saying that I never have a trouble with my adult responsibilities. But listen, this is my channel and I think it's very important to address these social issues. I really believe everything I said in that video, and I'm not the only one because there's hundreds of people who agreed, but also there's a best-selling book called The Vanishing American Adult. I believe that's the name of it, a picture of the book right here. The Vanishing American Adult, and it discusses this very thing. It's an instant #1 New York Times bestseller, so I am not the only one who is noticing that people are having a hard time with their adult responsibilities. I had a lot of people say, Jennifer, but this is the hardest period of time in the world to live in. And I actually have to disagree with that. Yes, there are economic problems right now. And yes, I overcame those as well. I had student loans. I get it. I totally get it. But I can't agree with the people who say, it was a lot of millennials actually that were saying to me that we are in the worst, period of time to live in, economics-wise and otherwise. Well, I just look to my grandparents' generation and my great-grandparents. They lived through the Great Depression. They lived through World War II. My grandparents, my grandfather fought in World War II. He was a fighter pilot, and he was gone for years, and my grandmother had to look after 4 kids. And so that generation got things done without making excuses and whining. And I'm just saying that it doesn't hurt us to look to that generation for inspiration, to think, oh, wow, they got through that. I can get through this, with grace and dignity. So I just wanted to bring up all of those points. Oh boy, I'm interested to see the comment section on this video. Please continue to be respectful. I am just simply here on this channel to share what I see happening in society, and I use this platform to do that. So I really hope that you can appreciate, even if you don't agree with me, that we are all allowed to have different opinions and different views. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about all of this, and I look forward to seeing you on the Daily Connoisseur very soon. Bye!